Can you believe those chuckleheads? Trying to imitate my work. Show 'em what's what.
Dim lighting and absolutely no airflow. Perfect day for a race. To be honest, I'm surprised you made it back in one piece.
At that point, like, I don't know what. Oh. Okay, the 650 and be done fucking within some shit. This feels so shitty to pay more than what I need to. Yep.
No.
It's final. I'm transferring to the other store at the end of the month. But I'm taking a pay cut to do so.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I see that. Sorry.
There-
Even there's.
It was a double Ellie group right there. There's a.
Yeah, there's like so much damage. There's no way.
Yeah, we didn't pop hero. Our hunters were not doing anything, and then both of their shamans popped hero, and they just destroyed everyone.
Ooh.
Still in the battlegrounds.
Yeah.
Oh man, I like Deep Hall Ravine though, but I've only done it once, like towards the end of last season. I feel like right now I'd be going crazy in a BG, just like popping my CDs and just machine gun Star Surge on somebody.
Asleep.
Alright, keep up. I should be out of this normal heroic and be quick.
too much damage, man. I can't.
Welcome, one and all.
They instantly
to the
chunk me
theater
for 80%
of
of
pain.
HP. It's kind of crazy.
It seems these upstarts think
Yep,
they can
the
compete with
dragons.
the best combatants
Yeah.
in all of
Yeah.
Maldraxxus. Ha!
Raging
I'll believe
tantrum,
it when
decaying
I
breath.
see it.
Now they're just gonna
Either
cancel
way,
it.
this should prove
Mighty smash.
entertaining. Bring in the challengers.
Noxious force. Raging tantrum.
Pre-made group or some shit.
Maybe.
Decaying breath. Searing death.
Nose. You
Decaying breath.
Is that all? I thought we were in for a show! What a disappointment! How unexpected! It seems our little pups have some bite after all. Now that the preliminaries are over, the real trials can begin!
I mean, they're super squishy if it wasn't for their healer.
Mortal lives are so fleeting, so fragile.
Shadow vulnerability.
Dead, the other shaman's coming.
Shadow vulnerability.
Crazy
Death
translog.
winds. Death winds. Death winds.
That was horrible.
Yep.
Alright, you done, Win? Or you...
We just started. It's Theater of Pain, man. So we gotta. We're like almost to the first boss of the first wing.
Necrotic bolt volley.
We probably would have been done if this was Rookery.
Yeah, I think that was a group, Kevin. Or part of a group, the double hunter with the healer. That's your full PvP people board at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Your souls are mine to claim.
Well of darkness.
Not a fan of Tyke people, man. I don't know why.
Necrotic eruption. Draw soul.
This does not end here.
Our challengers have passed the first trial. but they're still a long way from the title! New challenges. Ah, we'll see how long you can
I
last.
need to get closer. It's not ready yet. Whirlwind.
Oh man, I'm scared.
Earth Crusher. Need a target.
Glory will be mine.
Interrupting roar. Whirlwind. Demoralizing shout. Interrupting roar.
Wear your skull as a trophy!
Demoralizing shout. Whirlwind. Interrupting roar.
You had best make this interesting. My blade knows no equal.
Oppressive banner. Oppressive banner.
Can you
Massive
Dude,
cleave.
let's give them the opener.
Crushing slam. Massive cleave.
Can't even. Like, I trinket and I can't even.
Blood and glory.
before the storm?
Oppressive banner.
That was good. Another trial down. Looks like we might have some
It's
real
it's
contenders
done.
here.
Pretty much dead. Like I GS myself and they eat through it.
It was just the druid, cause did the monk stun you?
No, the
Yeah.
mage also. The mage was also there.
Yeah, I don't know where the monk wasn't on top of you to help heal.
Fresh meat.
My bad, I failed to kill him. I feared the mage,
Disgusting
and then
devoured
the
flesh.
Tombkin, I think, just finished you off.
Devoured flesh.
Because he popped all cooldowns, right? Yeah. My bad, Kev.
Wild eruption.
Well, good. I don't think we have gear for playing police. He does tools for it.
Do you think we should farm BGs?
Well, Kevin's done in like 20 minutes.
Weak shield.
You can try it, Kevin. I don't know what the queue times are.
Vile eruption burst. Devoured flesh.
We're almost to the second last
Devoured
boss.
flesh.
I went to dinner with a friend, Kev. I think I told you I had to tell her, like, I'm not interested. Like, please. But no, the funny thing is, she calls me out of the blue last week. And I haven't talked to her in probably a year. And she's like, hey, you know, how you been? I'm like, fine. She's like, hey, we should do coffee next week. I'm like, okay, cool. And she had a few questions about, like, insurance stuff. And I was like, yeah, no problem. And then today she's like, you want to do a Red Robin? I'm like, I thought we were doing coffee, but sure. So I went to Red Robin. And I'm like, oh yeah, you know, she's like, do you mind, you know, it's further away from where you are because she lives further south. I'm like, yeah, no problem. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I can just get on the bike and hit the carpool lane and I'm okay. She's like, oh, you still have your motorcycle? I'm like, of course I still have my motorcycle. Oh, it's the funniest thing. Like, what do you expect? That, you know, I don't have a motorcycle anymore? Like, so then after, I was like, hey, listen, you know, like, I hope you think this is a friend. I'm not interested in any other. And I was like, so she's like, yeah, I'm terrified of motorcycles. I'll never, you know, she's like, as a friend maybe, but you know, she's like, I just, you know, I'm terrified. I'm like, what are you trying to say? Like, I'm not getting rid of my bike. Get rid of you as a friend before I get rid of my bike.
Yeah.
People are so weird around motorcycles, man.
Soldiers of Maldraxxus! Are you ready
I
for
think
some
people are just weird in general, to be honest.
Our rising stars now face the longest reigning champion the Theater of Pain has ever known!
Oh, this guy's gonna carry us.
The Endless Empress!
At long last, a worthy contender. Behold my power and despair!
We fight middle?
Dark
Go to the
devastation.
far right, then go to the top, and then go get the side end. But I'll follow this rat. He's gonna carry us.
Reality turns its ire against you.
Manifest death.
Double bear?
Must
What is this garbage?
Yes! Moldretha has been defeated! I can hardly believe it! All hail the new champions of the arena! Victory and glory are yours! May you fight forever! More walkers!
Jesus Christ. Marksman Hunter? What is a Marksman Hunter? Why are you so far away?
On the thing.
I can't heal you fast enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's double hunter and warlock, so. Good try, Kev. Everyone left us.
As soon as you guys are out of there, I'm ready for the next queue. But if you guys need to go, then I'm cool too.
Wait, did we cap? Okay, we did cap one, right? No, we didn't. They capped it.
They kept it. Dude, rapid fire is kind of ridiculous. You get chunks by HP.
But I told you, do you want to play your hunter and just control people? Now they pop hero. We're dead if we go to that cart.
Did we just leave the BG? Yeah, shot at me.
By who?
Honor.
It's a fine day for trade.
I want to get the 2 Warglaves and then start playing my Demon Hunter have one green and one purple.
Get to the cart.
Yeah, we're getting you shot at it.
We die here. Putting a lock gate. Trapped. Okay, spell.
Come back again.
Stunned.
Switching characters just to check some mailboxes.
These guys do so much damage.
Tell me about it.
Heroes of the
The hunter does
Alliance,
the same thing. He
Dragon
traps you,
Isles have awakened and beckon the
and he aim
dragon flights
shots.
home. Meet me in Stormwind, where I shall present the Aspect's invitation to the Alliance.
Dang it, all my alts are like below level 35, and all the Cataclysm raid gear that is warbound requires level
Come
35.
back, come back, come back.
I understand your frustration, Gaora, but do not rush to conclusions.
Dude, aim shot's so stupid. 4 million DPS right there.
Yeah.
Sub-spec.
You're too.
Stay alive, Kev! Stay alive! I see you. The cart just
Anything
capped.
else? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on voice
Got
activated.
Bruce Slayer.
Yo, Spec, what's up?
What's going on?
Did you still
How you
need help?
doing, man?
Do you still need help analyzing that log?
Yes. You need to tell me if I'm a bad boomkin or not.
All right, we'll take a look. But I'm gonna run it through the WoW log analyzer, and I'm just gonna read off of that.
All right. Well, I'll pull up. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up a log from one of my recent raids, and we're gonna compare it to like a random top druid.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
A random top boomkin in the world. Because that's what my raid leader was doing with me before.
Here, let's go up channel.
Rocketeers?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright.
I think 90% of it is always going to be like you're not casting enough, right? I think that's what most of the stuff boils down to.
The thing was, like, supposedly, like, I was casting certain spells like way more than the other like top druid was.
Interesting. Yeah, let's pull up the log.
Yeah.
Send me the link and we'll plug it in.
Here, I'm gonna share screen to make it easier.
And what fight was this on?
It was on Gallywix, but we were like comparing it to like.
This is Mythic Gallywix, right?
Yeah, Mythic Gallywix, but we were comparing it on like a few other fights as well, like Mythic Sprocket Monger. So like we weren't just doing it on one boss. Hold on 1 second. I'm just getting the 2 logs there. Alright, I'm sharing my screen so you can see it.
Yeah, I got it. Which one's you and which one's the top boomy? Alright, which one's you and which one's the top boomkin?
I'm the one on the right, the top boomkin's on the left, right? So like we'll just start out with like gear. Like, you know, our gear is like pretty similar, just that he has like a few more mythic pieces than me. But like overall it's like pretty much the same, right? But let's go to damage done, right? Then go to cast, right?
Okay.
Then we go to me. Then we go to me. Then we go to cast. Now you see like how like, well, yeah. Okay, so like you see how like how his top spells are like we're pretty much the same: Wrath, Star Surge, Starfire.
Sunfire, blah blah blah. Yep.
Yeah. There was like certain fights where like I was comparing with my raid leader, like my cast per minute, the CCPM, it was like double like compared to like one of the other druids I was comparing with. Like let me see, like
But
maybe like
do you
Starfire.
know if druid logs, because when you cast Convoke, it counts each individual spell, right, on the log, and it doesn't count it as you casted Convoke. But maybe it doesn't make enough of a difference to show up on a log. No, so Convoke does count as individual cast, but does it still feed the other spells too?
I don't know. It's a good question.
So yeah, like his Convoke count is higher, but he also lived long enough for Convoke to come back up. I think that's a huge part of it.
Yeah. So like, we look at like a different pull.
So what are we looking for specifically as we look at your logs? Is it just like what your DPS needs to be at a certain time frame, or
no, like just trying to figure out like why
your damage is at the bottom?
why not that it's at the bottom, but why some of my spells like were like why I was hitting a lot more certain spells more than.
So on a single target like Gallywix, are we still on Gallywix or are you on a different boss now?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so single target, or on Gallywix, I would imagine that the only times you should ever Starfall is when the ads come out, right?
Yeah.
But what's the general rule? Like 3 or more you want to Starfall?
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah. Like, let me see. Like, let me pull up like the last pull, right? I think that was like.
What was your
one
farthest
right
pull? Yeah, what's the? Bring up like the farthest pull. And then you're 683 now on your druid, right?
Yeah, well, 680, but 682 overall.
682 overall, and you have Mythic House of Cards and Mythic Mox.
No, only heroic.
Okay, did you do it with Dinars before you cleared those bosses?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it is what it is. Blizzard, I still feel like Blizzard dropped the ball on that, but it's whatever.
So like this pull, for example, right?
Yeah.
See like my Wraths, like I only casted like
so
about like 11
Wrath,
This
Star
guy.
Surge, and Starfire is basically like you're not getting in position long enough to plant your feet and hard cast. So either this run you died too early and didn't live long enough, or you're doing too many mechanics. Like, do they have you running bombs? Because that's time away from casting.
No, I'm not running bombs.
So if you're not running bombs, then you need to get faster at planting your feet and turreting. I think, who was it? Dorky? Because I think Dorky did progression on his Boomkin this season. And he was saying, like, during his progression of it, he was like, yeah, Gallywix was easy because all you had to do was just plant your feet and shoot and just be a turret. So I think that's kind of the mentality that you need to have, is you shouldn't be... obviously dodge swirlies, but you need to be efficient at where you move so that you don't have to move too much. You know, more aggressive disengages. Like, look at his wild charge count. Is right under force of nature. So any movement, he's doing Moonkin disengage to get in position. And where
I don't even, it's not even on my ability list. So
yeah, so that's a huge DPS loss, right? Because you're not getting in position, you're spending more time in movement. If you look, he's in cat form at least once, right? Cat form dash at least once when probably his Moonkin disengage is down, and you don't have cat form at all on yours either. So so movement is probably one thing that you can improve. Stampeding Roar, he's got 2 and you only got 1, so like making sure you coordinate with the other druid in the group, like when you need to roar, is kind of huge. So you got 2 Convokes out. That means that the fight lasted at least 3 minutes, right? Because Convoke is...
Yeah. Well, most of these attempts from my logs, they're all from phase 1.
Okay.
We haven't been out of phase 1 yet.
Okay.
So
that's still kind of limited information. I would say that on Mythic, I guess there's a bit more time after Hero wears off, right? Because I'm guessing the fight goes long enough where you can Lust on Pull, or no?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so in that regard, you know, obviously certain spells are going to be more inflated because you're in hero state. Let's see. I feel like in phase 1, though, you shouldn't have any Starfall unless there's ads in P1, but I don't think there were, right?
Well, in Mythic there are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in Mythic there are, yeah. Like, let me pull up, like, another attempt.
What's the longest duration attempt you've had in the last 2 weeks? I think that one probably would be a good example.
This one, yeah. I also have logs from Thursday, well, yesterday/today too, but I'll bring those up in a minute. This is the longest.
Okay, so yeah, same thing, right? Movement. I don't see wild charge on. I don't see wild charge on here at all. So movement is key. Yeah, and you know, like what was it? Fluid form exists now, right? So movement should be very easy to go in and out of. Even if it means like you get one wrath that's not in form, or one starfire that's not in form, you're still like eating the cost of the GCD within the that first cast bar. And then I guess the rest is just like, if you're not using one button spam, do you at least have like highlighted the highlights turned on?
No, but
I would recommend I would recommend turning highlight on, and then I would recommend installing Hikili, because Hikili will give you the action priority list in a visible manner, so that you're not just like staring at your bars unsure what your next button is. And even if you deviate from Hikili's action priority list, usually you're doing so with a plan in mind, right? Because like sometimes Hikili will be like, oh, use Force of Nature, because it's like Force of Nature is on the next priority list, but you know you need to hold it. But some of the like very obvious or the less obvious things is like, okay, your dot's about to fall off, you should refresh your dot. Hikili will have that dot listed in the next in your action list, and you're like, okay, now I can maintain my dots a little bit better. I know nowadays we don't really play Stellar Flare, but I still enjoy playing Stellar Flare. It'll pop up Stellar Flare is on the queue, even when there's still like 5 seconds left on Stellar Flare.
Yeah.
So there's small things like that.
My raid leader, he did mention that Hikili.
Mm-hmm.
But then another guy came in and was talking to us about it, and he mentioned another thing that he said helped him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He said it's similar to Hakili. It's called max DPS.
Yeah. Either or, because I think they're both using the same APL from that all the lead theory crafters for each class is updating. So,
Well, max DPS,
whichever
max DPS, like it highlights what spell you should cast next.
yeah,
Instead
and
of, like,
that's kind of what the new in-game one for highlighting is gonna do too. You can use both. You can use either or. You know, so that will help. Can you? What's the uptime on Moonfire? Because I notice I think the big druid is at 99.4 and yours is at like 90.7.
Yeah, 90.7.
Yeah, yours should also be at 99%. I think. I think keeping dots up is like it's one of those like fundamentals going back like from the beginning of WoW, right? Like you never let your dots drop off. Because if your dots are dropping off, that means you don't have Waning Twilight, and then like all your other spells are hitting for less.
Yeah.
I think what was it? Meta spec. You're not doing manual mushrooms, so you're just kind of like relying on that. Is there a way to see Astral Smolder procs? I guess it should be debuffs, right? Or I guess it would be a dot on the target. Like damage done. Scroll down. Scroll down some more.
Yeah, that's it.
Target aura's filter. If you look at Astral Smolder. Okay, I see it on the list now. So it's under Denizen of the Dreams. And see what it is for the big druid that we're comparing it to.
So this guy, he has 65% uptime on his.
So again, right, that goes back to, it's a little bit RNG, but the fact that his is 10% more means that he's still getting more like hard cast Wrath and Starfire. He's getting more of those off. On single target, you should be just, wrathing, get into Solar and Wrath. But if there's mobs that can be stacked, and I haven't seen P1. So if mobs are just everywhere and you rely on the dot cleave, obviously Smolder's not going to do as much. But it's like, the two big guys that spawn during beginning of P2 after whatever that initial transition is. Make sure you're going into Lunar and starfiring the two if they're stackable in Mythic. What's his Starfire damage? His Starfire damage is a little bit higher, so I guess he's just getting more hard casts off on that. Suffocating Darkness. That's the weapon enchant. Are you running Radiance or are you running
I think I'm running Radiant Power because I have the Dusk Dread lining that gives the versatility buff.
But the Dusk Thread lining should affect the versatility buff. But that's an embellishment, right?
Yeah, it's an embellishment.
Okay, what's your weapon enchant?
I think it's Radiant Power.
Okay, Radiant Power is the recommended one for M+, because you're constantly pulling. For single target...
Radiant Power,
Yeah, single target you want the other one, because the other one is just pure, like, stacking damage over time for a long fight. That's probably not going to be that significant, because if you look, that's only like 39k DPS, right? But it's one of those things, like, if we add up all the small things, it still comes out to being a lot. I think overall, the biggest takeaway is, like, you just have to get in position faster so you can get more casts. I think right now the current position of Boomkin is you just need to have more hard casts.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, like it just feels like I feel like I was just like, I don't know, maybe I just felt like I was like spamming Moonfire more, like when I can't get in position to like just sit and hardcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it's a very old school Moonkin mindset, right? Like you're moving, so you need to keep some kind of damage. So we're just gonna pump Moonfire. But the better way is if you know where you need to move, you can plan your disengage, or you can plan a cat form dash, get into position rather than like walking slowly, spamming your instant casts. The other way I've seen it is like if you know you need to move soon, you pull your astral power while you still have an eclipse going, so that while you're moving, you can dump star surges. So that each global is doing more than a single cast of Moonfire. And you're still spending your astral power. But yeah, I think like missing 6 disengages, or like even 3 disengages, that's potentially 3 to 6 seconds of movement, right? Or even 2 to 4 seconds of movement. That could easily be 3 Wrath casts or 2 Starfires. And, 3 Wraths and 2 Starfires, that's easily 1 Star Surge each.
Yeah. This is alright, so these the logs I just pulled up, these are from today.
Okay.
So like if you look at it, it's let me see. Wrath, he's casting about 18 Wraths per minute. I'm casting about
12.
12. Yeah, I'm not
So
I'm not,
yeah, that's a huge indicator, right? And then if we look at that log, right? If we look at his log, is there a way to filter the timeline so you can see how many casts he did at a certain point in time? Like I on the
filter expression. I wonder if that's it.
No. I think you would have to like click on a time frame, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. Or we just go over, yeah. It tells you.
What are the major movements in P1? Like, you start out. I'm guessing you split the group into two halves in some form.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah,
is it kind of like the heroic where you have to go back and forth between 2 sides or something like that?
No, it's basically the group is like split into like, I want to say like 4 small groups, and like there's like these like beams. They have to like basically run around in a circle and DPS him down to break his shield before you could just like before you sit and you could like plant before you and then you could start like casting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, is there any way that you can start the fight like closer to one of those pillars, or is it always going to be like a slightly random? Because I think starting position would be kind of like important, so you can kind of plan your movement. One other thing is like make sure you get speed enchants for your bracers and cloak, and that's one of those things where like now movement speed is a DPS increase, because the faster that you can get into position, the more casts that you can pull off.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, like that start, you don't really get a chance to like sit and just pump. Like at the start you can do that, but you basically have about like 10 seconds of movement, I want to say, before you can plant and just DPS.
Yeah, what if you were able to cut that down to 6 seconds of movement,
Yeah. It basically, the faster you get the shield down, and you can the ads to spawn.
Because like, do you end up having to hold your convoke until the shield is down?
No, I blow my convoke at the start.
Okay.
I have, yeah, and then like I just use my my second celestial alignment.
On the shield.
Once the ads spawn.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I blow celestial alignment and convoke at the start, and then I usually blow the other one once the ads spawn, because by the time the second set of ads spawn, I'll have another charger it up, and then by that time, I'll have the second charge ready, and convoke will be coming off cooldown.
Okay. I mean, yeah, the biggest thing is just getting that I can see from here. Get into position sooner, start hard casting sooner, and don't let your dots drop. I think it's kind of fundamentals, but it's like, you know, when you're juggling all those different mechanics where you need to be whatever you need to target swap to. It's part of the reason that things like one button even end up happening, right? Because there's so much mental load now in the game. So, you know, sometimes it is just fundamentals, like get into position sooner and just shoot.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it, because like I was like telling him, like, like in like the previous, like all the previous guilds I've been in, like no one's really like ever like sat down with me and like gone over the logs like we did earlier, and so like I never knew like I was.
Yeah, you start noticing all the bad habits that you've built up over the years. Because, like, you know, back when we were raiding in Legion and BFA and all that, like, all this stuff was, like, in the background, and we never really... You know, I think maybe at the end of MOP, when I was with Grizz, we really tried to min-max certain fights, but, like, after Legion, we just kind of slowly did less of this number-crunching stuff. Yeah, I think that's really good, and that's very good of the guild master or the raid leader and the other guy who's offering to help, because like this is the kind of nitty-gritty stuff that like it does make you a better player, and really just tightening these fundamentals, because it's like it's one thing to just sit at the training dummy and just practice rotations. I used to do that. But it's completely different when you have all these other mechanics that you have to juggle and then still remember how to do your rotation, right? It's like rehearsing an instrument at home versus performing live on stage where you have, you know, choreography and now there's like stage lighting and all this other stuff.
Yeah. Because like the guild is like they are like I wouldn't say hardcore Mystic, but I would say.
But they're like they're consistently like what like 2 to 4 nights a week, 3 nights a week.
Well, 2 nights a week, just that we raid 3 hours instead of 2.
Yeah, but they're efficient, and the reason they're efficient is because they look at this information, and they're able to get good conclusions and execute better, basically. I think you can do it, Spec. You just have to. You know, we identified the change, which is you have to get into position faster so you can hardcast more. Now, I'm not saying you have to do one button spam, but you may even want to do like, you know, if you pug a heroic, practice the movements in a heroic pug and use just one button spam for the DPS portions, but just focus on like, okay, I'm only going to focus on actually doing the movement spells. Point A to point B, and just practice that, and then just go back to hard casting. I think dots should be an easy fix, right? You have your dot timers on your enemy nameplates. If you have like a custom weak aura UI, it should show your dot uptime as well. Most of the popular druid ones have a dot counter on the UI. Moonfire spam, right? That's like balanced druid 101 right there. So I think these are all adjustable gameplay things. Very straightforward fixes.
Yeah. Yeah, tonight was our second night on Gallywix, and we the farthest we got him down to in phase one was I think it was like 53%, which is like our best so far.
That's pretty good. I think you'll probably have it within the next week or two, right? Is that what most of the guild is projecting?
Well, they said, our raid leader was saying, most other guilds, like when he was looking at Gallywix logs, he was saying most other guilds took them at least 200 attempts before they got through phase one.
Wow.
And tonight we finished at like maybe like 60 attempts in so far.
Okay.
So like, yeah, I think he was saying like, we're doing pretty good like compared to like all the other guilds that took like so many attempts, because phase one is the hardest.
Yeah.
Of the fight, because you gotta get into position and stuff like that with the canisters, and you gotta have like people throwing the bombs in and everything.
Yeah. So it's all downhill from here, basically.
Yeah, like basically, like they said like if we can get through phase one, phase two is easy as hell.
Yeah, Pot in my chat is saying if you got Muggsy down, Galley should be a victory lap. I mean, you guys still have like what, 3 weeks, right? 3 weeks before next season starts. It's on the 8th, or so 4 weeks even.
13th.
The 13th. Oh, but when does patch drop? Because patch is when the season ends. Patch is on the 8th, isn't it? Or I guess it'd be on a Tuesday.
I think it's the 5th.
Okay, yeah. So basically 2.5 weeks left.
Yeah, the way my raid leader was saying that, he was saying we have about 6 raid nights left.
Okay.
To attempt.
Man, I think you guys have a good shot. But it just comes down to fundamentals here. Get into position and just hard cast. And don't let your don't let your dots drop. More dots.
Yeah.
Watch videos, and maybe even see about like synchronizing. I don't know if you've done it before, but I've heard from watching the bench and watching the potty see, like, if you can find a good druid POV for video, like you can watch what time they're doing what casts, and you can try to like study that video and just kind of line it up with how your group is progressing at each point. Like, oh, this phase started, this druid is pre-casting this so that he can have blah 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 clips ready going into that next phase. Or this phase transition's about to happen, this druid is pooling astral power here. Or this movement's about to happen, so the druid pulls astral power so he can Star Surge while moving. So those could be something that you could study up on, like if you can find like a pretty good druid POV for that.
Yeah, I'll have to look. I'll have to look and see. I don't. Does Dratnos? He's a mythic raider, right? Or no? Does he?
Yeah, but I think Dratnos. I think his is like overall guides. I don't know if it's like specific class. If it's class specific.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say Dratnos. Tettles.
Tettles, yes, but he's been focusing on M+ this season, so I don't know if there's gonna be as much like raid centric content on his current channel. Yeah, he's just been focusing on M+ this season, or maybe even this whole expansion.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to do that. Find a good mythic POV balanced druid. point of view video to watch and see what they do. But thanks for going over with me, Moon.
Yeah, no problem.
You were the first and only other person I would have asked, because, you know, to me, you're the boomkin I look up to. You're like the best boomkin I know, really. Like,
dude, I'm stoked.
like, dude, I don't know anyone else really. Like, you know,
Oh, here.
aside from,
Have you been to wowanalyzer.com? I posted it in this voice channel's chat button. I don't know if you know how to access that chat button. Like, if you click on the voice channel, there's a button that says open chat. I posted the link in there.
Mm-hmm.
So go to that website and then type in your URL for your log, and then click analyze.
1 second.
So if you scroll down, so like if you look at that, right, always be casting, and it'll tell you like, hey, you had this many canceled casts because you probably started the cast and then you either decided you need to cast Starfire to get into the correct eclipse, or
well, like, not only that, but like
the movement.
Like I was saying, like at the beginning of the fight, you can't really sit
Yeah.
and cast. You gotta like basically do a little dance because there's beam coming out that you gotta avoid.
So, look at the astral power analysis. The chart below shows your astral power over the course of the encounter. You wasted blah 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 of your astral power, right? Is that 20% or is it 3 point?
That's 3%.
Okay, so that's actually not bad. That's actually really good. So you didn't cap. But alright, scroll down. Moonfire and Sunfire. Uptime's a little spotty there. Especially for Sunfire. So that should be something that you'll want to fix. Eclipse. I think Eclipse will be huge too. So I notice Eclipse uptimes.
I think like
I'm guessing the downtime for Eclipse is either you're doing a lot of movement so you can't hardcast to get into Eclipse.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And then filler spells.
Green is a good cat. Yellow is a wrath during lunar eclipse. Red is bad. Red is a bad Starfire. Okay.
The one thing that having one of those other rotation add-ons can be helpful for is timing when you need to precast the Starfire as your solar is about to end. There's a couple of weak auras for that as well. So you can kind of mix and match. It's not going to save you that much time, but it can help a little bit, right? And then those incremental increases stack up over time. And then if you scroll down some more, I'm not so interested in the spenders portion because I feel like you have a pretty good grasp on your spenders. Hover over what the red starfall is.
Where under spenders?
Yeah, second bar. No eclipse starfall. Ooh. I mean, sometimes you just kind of have to, right? Like you precast it as the eclipse ticks down, so it's like that. I don't think that's that big of a deal. I think Star-Lord. I don't personally. try to babysit it. I know like some Moonkins really babysit pooling Astral Power when they switch eclipses, so they can have like perfect uptime on Star-Lord. So that's an option if you really want to min-max. But that, I personally find it a little bit too much to worry about. And then scroll down some more. Let's see what the next couple of blocks are. I think major cooldowns for Moonkins is pretty straightforward, so I'm not too worried about that. And then enchants. Let's look at enchants. They're probably gonna say something about the weapon. So what's it yellow for boots, bracers, and cloak?
Oh, I have a weaker enchant. Oh, that's why. Really? Plains Runner? That's a weak enchant?
Yeah, is it rank 3?
Yeah, it's rank 3.
Plains Runner gives you movement speed, right?
Yeah.
I think that's fine. Movement speed is what you want. And then you have speed on your bracers, speed on your cloak. I think from WoW Analyzer's perspective, they want the stamina and avoidance ones, because, you know, traditionally it's like Moonkins are kind of squishy, you don't want to die. Oh, can you put a second socket on your belt?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Oh, crap. I definitely just put a socket. I wasted a socket this week. I put it on my craftable bracers, because I figure if next tier I recraft it, I'll be able to keep that socket, basically. So, I guess this next week I need to put a second socket on my belt. But that's good to know. I think the only other thing I probably would recommend is switching out, if killing Gallywix is priority, I would switch out that weapon enchant. But because you said there's still a lot of mobs, it might not make enough of a difference anyways. Because if you need to add cleave, Radiance is going to be... It could just make up the difference, so you can funnel better, basically. And then I guess the rest is just the usual, right? Pre-pot, and then pot again once it's back up, or is it, you know, once cooldown's up and it lines up with the rest of your cooldowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go back to the top. I think the fundamentals just, you know, maintain your cast uptime. Isn't Planesrunner Dragonflight enchant? I think there is one version for
I think that's War Within enchant.
Is it Planesrunner's Breeze?
Yeah, Planesrunner's Breeze, yeah. Oh, where's that? Yeah, Breeze, yeah.
No, that is Dragonflight enchant.
Oh shit, is it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Let's see what the current expansion one is. For speed. You're gonna need Scout's March if you want speed.
Okay. Scout's March. Right.
You'll probably want to double check your bracer and cloak enchant too. Make sure you filter by current expansion.
Yeah, I could have swore those were the current enchants, because when I go to Archon.gg,
I mean, using Archon.gg is fine for most things, but like when you're in game, you want to make sure you're filtering by current expansion.
let's see, what was it? Bracers and cloak bracers, armored avoidance, wing brace. Oh, but that's fall speed. Oh, that's not. Let's see for raid real quick. Same thing. Wing brace. See, they don't see armored speed is like Why isn't it very popular? Maybe because they don't need it, or what? Defender's March is the good one. Wait, what?
Yeah, Defender's March is the recommended one. Again, because, you know, I think early on, a lot of the theory craft around Moonkins was we needed survivability. So, avoidance on bracers and cape, stamina on boots. And the justification is, of course, we have a lot of mobility spells like Cat Form Dash or Moonkin Disengage. So, you don't see a lot of speed stacking like we did in previous expansions. I would probably say that if you are still struggling, I think going for more speed stuff is still reasonable. And then armor speed gives you a lot of speed. Right? That's so much speed. And then I think for Cloak, it's Burrowing Rapidity. Burrowing Rapidity gives you 250 speed.
Yeah, 250 speed, yeah.
And then altogether, that's like 1500 speed. Oh, you know what else too? It's because druids have we have that movement pass, feline swiftness, which is already 15% too. But I think it's additive if you stack speed on top of that.
Oh, is it?
I'm pretty sure it is. But I think one of the things is like, oh, you already have 15% movement speed, you know, just get survivability through avoidance and stamina. That's why those enchants end up being more popular.
Right.
I have many lucky doos. You like?
I feel so bad. I feel so bad spending that socket on my crafted bracer. But that's the thing, right? Like once you socket a crafted piece, like you can just when you recraft it, it'll still have the socket.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not complete waste.
Yeah.
Could be bad though if next season I don't get a one hand. Because this season my offhand is crafted. If I end up going with a staff, I might have to like redo my entire embellishments setup.
Did you see what they're changing in season 3 with Valor Stones?
Find good trails.
It's not getting reset. They should raise the cap.
Yeah.
They should definitely raise the cap to like, if not 5k, definitely at least like 3 or 4k.
Mm. Silver Moon City tease for Midnight Cinematic Reveal. Ooh. Can't wait for that, the Gamescom reveal. Well, thank you, Moon. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you going over this with me.
I have many, many wares.
I hope you guys get Gallywix down in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I mean, even if we don't, like, there's always like next tier.
Right.
because like to me, you know, like I'd say like the one big thing for like WoW for me, like with my bucket list of things to achieve in WoW would be to like just get like cutting edge once, you know, because that's like it's like something, you know, that's like you really have to like work towards, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
not like something easily obtainable. And to me, it's like that's like the one thing I've always wanted playing WoW, like just to get cutting edge once, just so I could say, you know, like I've done that.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. I got
Yeah.
mine back in my off of Will of the Emperor.
That's good though. That's good. But all right, I think I'm gonna get out of here, go to bed. But I'll catch up with you again soon.
Good.
All right, man. You have a good rest of your night, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Sounds good. Take it easy, Spec.
All right, you too, Moon. Have a good night.
Look at this. I have 20 rune crystals for when the prices go back up, and I'm just gonna dump them on the auction house. 20 augment runes. I need to tap my dailies in all the other games, and then try to decide what I still need to do today. I think today I still need to take out the trash. I just tapped my HSR dailies on my phone. I guess Genshin is next. I kind of want to do some pulls in Zenless, but I also kind of want to skip in Zenless. Like the new characters, only their summer outfits look really good. I'm not that interested in them as characters right now. But their outfits look great. I kind of want to dump pulls for Miyabi, but I don't think she's gonna be meta for long. I just think her animations look sick. I just want to play Uma Musume, man. Not these Hoyo games. I just want to play Uma Musume while watching trashy isekai anime about adventurers getting kicked from their parties. Genshin this patch. Play that co-op mode. Not that exciting. Spiral Abyss reset, but I need to do dailies first.
再構成します。もっと早く、もっと強く。無に着せ、この手に。はっ、はっ、はっ、はっ。平穏、霧となって散りなさい。イカズチのごとく。もっと早く走れるぞ。合図を待てよな。
I think I should switch up my daily commissions and maybe set it back to Mondstadt and see if I can get those achievement ones for Godwin. Like if I look at this, achievements. For the love of God. I think I have all these collected music discs. I've never actually set up the music machine in my teapot, so I still haven't done this achievement. Prime request in 2025. Very well.
材料の中にも意外な風味が隠れていることがあるのよ。管理します。呼吸を整えよう。すぐ終わらせてあげる。データをまじ。はっはっはっへい。清掃を変えメッツ。ふん。はっ。低温調理。我に光。イカズチのごとく。よく見とけ、動け。最高の一品よ。満ち溢れよ。たっふっせいやは力よ。したせや。冷凍の時間再構成します。呼吸を整えよう。せい合図を待てよな。
Wow, that ult hit for 20k. That's a lot coming from a support character. 20k non-crit from a support character. Oh, we could do this. I think I have resin condensed. That makes sense. That would be something that they would do. Can I pull up? But now, look at how many albums I have. I just walk the earth and just collect a bunch of these, and they just pile up in my bags because I've never actually set up the music machine.
管理します。目も舌も満足させてあげる。はっふん。この手に。はっ。しはっ。はっ。食前に甘いものを再構成します。呼吸を整えよう。やっ。し。滅。ふっ。この手に。ふん。でこの手にタッチとせい霧となって散りなさい。もっと早くもっと強く動け。ガンのように羽ばたけ。無に着せふっやっやっと平穏調に管理します。イカズチのごとくとカウント。目も舌も満足させてあげ。道あふれよこの手に。せいたせや。
Oh, Hot, did you get a chance to play the latest Honkai 3rd story?
ラストスパート。無に着せ力よとや
Coralie.
ふっ、た、せい、ふん、はっ、はっ、はっ。
I've been waiting to get around to that. Oh yeah, I need to play the mini game too. It's more of the rogue mode, right? The deck building rogue mode that is like reminiscent of Faster Than Light. FTL. FTL. Improved on it. Of course they did. Sasuga Coralie. It's actually fun this time. Good. I still have to finish zombie defense. Zombie Gal Kawaii defense. Yeah, zombies varies. I was falling asleep on it the other couple nights. I feel like my strat is always just like put enough rank 3 songs that can hit the entire map and do it that way. Or I'll have to do it in the background while I'm playing Uma Musume or something. Wow, BP done. All right. Zenless? Zenless? Oh yeah, don't forget the twitch.tv/drops. Can I get that turtle in the half shell? What is this? Ronova. Ronova. Is there a new special program tomorrow morning? Oh, I might actually be awake for that. %80 out of 4 hours. What? What? It wasn't 4 hours yet? Oh, somehow I fell super behind on the Honkai daily logins. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get all the crystals from Honkai one. Like all the other Hoyo logins is like, yeah, there's only 60 currency. You can get it eventually. Just remember to click in. Let's pop into Zenless. I am kind of curious to play the Zenless main story. I think main story might actually be like somewhat of a pretty fun experience.
真啊！可可能呢？我盯着他，盯着他。
This effect reminds me of like old Honkai Third Stigmata. I also not a big fan of the current uprate characters. I feel like Piper and what's his name? They're just not that cool anymore.
想不想听个专属夏天的故事？要去哪儿？今天不上课哦。迫不及待想听大海的声音啦！
Did my internet run out? I guess I don't have a current one. This is probably the most I've done from a regular bingo. Oh, would you look at that? I'm right at the coffee shop. How much energy have I just been stockpiling? Ugh! Let's do this one side quest. I've been waiting on this side quest for like a long time. Go get some more tea.
是逃出来的工人们，问问他们里面的情况吧。前面或许有线索，去看看吧。
嗯，
这里有大量战斗的痕迹，而 且让人担心的是，
Guess I should post in my Discord that I'm doing some ZZZ stuff. Okay, I think I finally understand Fufu's mechanic with her weapon pet.
我也听不真切，好像是有人在呼救。继续前进吧。
是你们吗？随便关的修者师傅。
都让开！
快
little bit weird. I have to dash charge in order to get the charge to buffer properly on this character.
来点小惊喜吧，不要小瞧微微。你们看起来好悠闲，真是。小心吓一跳啊！想不到吧？哎，有脏东西。好的，我加倍复活。阿福都跃跃欲试了。 不堪一击。哼！轮到你。这不可信。收到。有他怪。圣为上，战四肢。四。乘胜追击。刀已归鞘。
I even remember to bring my tea back over here, man. Alright, I might end the stream here shortly. It's starting to nod off and it's I don't know. I know. But you know what's really bad, Pot? It's like as soon as I end stream, I'm not tired anymore and then I want to keep playing. Sleep on stream then. Well, let's do like do a couple minutes of this main quest. Oh. I was about to say, look at that, a nice warm bed.
Hey, 师妹，达米安还记得吧？就是那个灰烬美克在魏飞地的负责人，他刚才差人送来了一封晚宴邀请函。
晚师兄，看你和我哥刚才的表情，我还以为他发来的是律师函呢。
他敢！之前要不是咱们云盔山帮他摆平了称颂会，还有他小子今天的好日子。不过这邀请函嘛，的确跟侵蚀症那件
事情是这样的。虽然称颂会在魏飞地作乱的新闻稿被 TOPS 压了下来，但消息早在全市范围内传开了。灰瓷生产事关重大 ，TOPS 和灰烬美克也不能装作无事发生，所以接下来的2周 ，TOPS 会主导开展魏飞地的安全调查。
可安全调查跟我……
师妹，你想啊，既然要调查，就有不少相关人员都要来魏飞地。虽然安全调查没云盔山的事儿， 但达米安那小子鸡贼得很，借花献佛，跟咱们套近乎呢。
之前我听师渊大师兄说，青石镇事件刚结束，达米安就送了重礼过来，但被师傅退回去了。我们刚才在商量，这次晚宴到底该不该去？按照师傅的理念，云亏山不该和灰烬美科走得太近，但我们在魏飞地活动，也得考虑和达米安的合作关系。
其实要我说，现在正是赴宴的好。
师兄此话怎讲？
师傅和世渊师兄前阵子回云亏山了，一时半会儿也回不来。咱们仨去赴宴，既给了达米安面子，也不至于招摇。反正师傅不在这件事，他也知道，又不是故意躲他。
咱们3个，还少算了一个人吧？
哦，你说福福师姐啊？昨天他算术课挂科的事穿帮了，被师傅连夜喊回去补课，是赶不上这顿好的喽。
想不到云亏山的文化课教育也这么严格。言归正传，我觉得师兄刚才分析的有道理，这场晚宴的确可以去一下。
我也同意，而且感觉晚宴的客人应该都来头不小，说不定还能打探到一些有用的消息。
行，那咱们就这么定了，参加晚宴，给灰烬美克半个面子。
哦。
哥哥和潘师兄应该已经去饮茶仙了，去那里跟他们会合吧。
This is the best NPC in Zenless. Who's this? This character could be a playable character later. That's playable character levels of detail on that outfit.
是云亏山的师傅们来了，二位和潘师傅能出席这次晚餐会，我作为宴会的主办者
Easy for at least, right? At least.
达米安先生，看来今天我们师傅不能到场，让你失望了。
没有的事，几位都是怡玄师傅信赖的弟子，他远在云亏山，还委托你们出席宴会，这份好意我已经感受到了。今天别客气，好好享受晚宴。如果有什么想吃的餐点没在场上，直接来找我就好。
米安先生，感觉你精神不错啊。这么多人来为飞地安全调查，其实我还以为你会如临大敌呢。
林师傅说话直指要害，我向来十分欣赏。确实，魏飞地出现了称颂会，灰鲸美克作为这里的安全管理方被问责，我的状态显得过于轻松了。不瞒二位，虽然我的头衔是灰鲸美克的魏飞地总负责人，但主要是管理生产方面。空洞的安全由集团高层委派的另一负责人负责，当然。他现在已经不再承担这部分工作了。
哼，原来如此，难怪达米安先生之前能毫无保留地提供线索，看来是早就算到了今天。那是该恭喜你获得安全方面的权限，在灰鲸美克的事业更上一层楼了。
二位就别取笑我了，这件事可是难如登天，我能保住现在的位置已是万幸，何况这几天张罗安全调查也如履薄冰。只不过刚才亲眼确认了到场的嘉宾后，的确稍稍松了一口气。
此话怎讲？
二位往前面看。今天来赴宴的宾客众多，但说起来也只有这几种身份。那群穿着考究的客人们是 TOPS 的高层，请柬上邀请的人都到齐了，说明 TOPS 和灰鲸美克之间的纽带依旧牢固。有了他们出席，我们就能向军方和政府表达出 TOPS 全体对魏飞地安全的重视。我们向市政府相关部门发了邀请函，但无人前来，说明政府并不想在 TOPS 和军方都非常敏感的魏飞地事务上掺上一脚，而是让我们自己解决。
之前就听说 TOPS 和军方在灰瓷问题上常有摩擦，看来比想象中还严重啊。
相当严重，但这也不是什么要回避的话题。军方是灰瓷的最大采购方 ，TOPS 掌握了魏飞地，就等于拿出了他们的命脉。所以，如果军方要趁机兴师问罪，确实会让人吃不消。
这么看来，今天到场的军方来宾是什么身份，就至关重要了。
说的没错，你们看见前面不远处那位女士了吗？那就是军方的代表。
他没穿防卫军的制服，可这场晚宴应该是正式场合吧？
因为这位伊瑟尔德小姐并非军籍，而是军方的研究顾问。军方并没有派来高级别的军官，而是让聘请的民间人士出席。 释放的信号也很明确了，他们同样不打算对此次事件深究。当然，在侵蚀症事件后，虽然生产受限，但灰烬美克没有耽误任何一张来自军方的订单。看来，军方接受了我们的诚意。
难怪你能轻松起来。现在来自 TOPS 高层、政府和军方的压力都没了。那剩下那些宾客是，有不少年长的人在呢。
哦，那些是督导调查团的人，都是以太行业的知名专家，他们会监督这次安全调查，也将为我们提供宝贵的建议。为了请到这些学界泰斗，也花了我好一番功夫。
诸位来宾，请容我占用你们几分钟时间，向你们表示欢迎。
哦，看样子是到了真正的主办者讲话的时候了。
诸位来宾，感谢大家来到陈灰坪，参与此次魏飞地的安全调查行动。我是灰烬美克集团的联合首席执行官卢克罗。
各位好，我是联合首席执行官菲洛克斯。
这两个人我之前在电视上见过，是灰烬美克的2位最高负责人。我想想，左边那位是卢克罗先生，右边是菲洛克斯先生。达米安先生，这2位应该就是你的顶头上司吧？
没错，灰烬美克集团的管理层在旧都陷落后经历了一轮大洗牌，这2位就是最终的胜利者。现在他们也在暗地里争斗不休。
你这样说，你的上司没有？
我对2位可是充分信任的，所以才能直言不讳。之前的安全负责人是菲洛克斯的心腹，现在他被撤换，2位巨头都急着要把自己的人塞进这个位置。我之所以能当上魏飞地名义上的总负责人，就是因为我不属于他们任何一方，维持了这场比赛的势力均衡。但代价就是，维持中立的我绝对无法再上升一步。但凡倒向其中任何一方，都有可能付出致命的代价，摧毁积累至今的一切。
我们将与到场诸位通力合作，坚守安全防线，向市民们递交一份无愧于心的答卷。诸位，安全调查将于明天正式开展。接下来就请大家尽情享受晚宴吧。
好了，大人物们的金玉良言总算结束了。多谢2位陪伴，我的好心情才能幸存到现在。去享受你们的宴会吧，我也得去享受上司的炮火了。失陪。
明，达米安走了，我们接下来怎么办？
哥哥，你有什么打算？我听你的。
刚才听达米安说了那么多，我也对今天的来宾好奇起来了。
Apparently, she's a major
达米安的城
NPC.
府很深，也不知道他的
I
话
took
有
a
几
quick
成可
peek
信。
on the
明，我们先分头在宴会
on
厅
the
里逛逛
wiki.
吧。
Braised goose feet and abalone sauce, duck in a treasure pot. Oh my god, that's like 30 to 50 bucks at a restaurant. Amber custard pastries, crab meat coin dumplings, vegetable crystal shumai. Oh my god, man. Some dim sum. Beans and mushroom from that beef bone. Oh, beef bone soup. Oh. Oh. Senior brother's having trouble sleeping.
Wait. What's over here?
灵，你回来了。这一圈逛下来如何？有什么收获吗？
怎么说呢？从来宾们的状况来看，安全调查的确没我想象中那么严肃。专家们和 TOPS 的人也有说有笑呢。很明显，现在各方势力关心的都不是称颂会，甚至不是魏飞地是否安全，而是灰瓷供应怎样能恢复正常。
我完全同意。安全调查既是都市上层互相确认意图的仪式，也是对市民的安抚。就算空洞里的生产安全真有一些隐患，只要不严重，肯定也会息事宁人吧。灵，不过现在暂时抛下烦恼吧。难得灰烬美客请客，好好享受美食最重要。
走吧，哥哥，我们也好好吃一顿。
走吧。
今天食材的
请慢用。
很高。
对不起，小姐。
没关系。
非常抱歉。
请等一下，你的东西掉了。
不好意思。
给。
十分感谢两位。原来你是督导调查团的人，想不到你这么年轻就是以太行业的专家啦。对不起，我先失陪了。我刚才说错什么了吗？
小妹妹，原来你是真不明白吗？
没记错的话，您是军方的研究顾问。
没错，我叫伊瑟尔德。那女孩和我一样，不过是一只应景的花瓶罢了。
泰姆菲尔德家族不仅是新爱丽都目前市面上通用的缓释药剂提纯专利，就出自你祖父之手。如果这一德高望重的姓氏能出现在督导调查团的名单上，市民们想必也会安下心来。
您过誉了，只是祖父现在病势沉重，实在无力单词。
你没明白我的意思，我刚才说了，我需要的只是这个姓氏出现在名单上。你不也是一个泰姆菲尔德吗？
可我只是一介学生，并不是祖父那样。
灰烬美克完全可以对你们家族提起诉讼，要求追究你们的责任。理由是，你们隐瞒了药剂提纯过程中的重大风险。
这完全是无稽之谈，明明是称颂会。
小姐，如今泰姆菲尔德的荣誉全系于你，替病中的祖父好好想想。唉，我也不忍心看到他老人家。
爷爷，怎么？
不是错觉，真的有人在敲门。灵，我们也赶快去看看吧。
师傅，那个发光的东西就出现在我的窗户外面。
姑娘，别起誓，别起誓。师傅，我平常最见不得这个。我相信你刚才说的肯定是真的，要不你大晚上也不会来我们这儿了，不是？可你那什么，嘣的一下，咚的一声，还有那什么歪了20来度的黑影，我实在是听不懂啊。况且我们云魁山虽然有术法，可要是让我们驱鬼捉妖，
师傅，准确的说是向左边倾斜了22度，我记得很清楚。不过刚才的确是我唐突了，非常抱歉。今夜冒昧登门，便 并非是我对贵派的专长有所误解，其实是因为我听一位友人说，他所信赖的哲先生和林小姐目前正在府上。潘师兄，我们来了，出什么事了吗？
哦，你们俩来的正好。这位泰姆菲尔德小姐就是过来找你们的。
你们就是哲先生和林小姐？你好，我是玲，这是我哥哥哲，又见面了。
玲，你可以不要哪壶不开提哪壶吗？原来如此。你刚才在窗外发现了不明发光物体，所以来这里求助。不过没想到竟然是露西介绍你来的。
实不相瞒，我与蒙特夫小姐曾经同在圣心女子学院就读，在她与父亲决裂不辞而别后，我们也一直保持着联络。其实，刚才我本想请求灰烬美克的服务人员解决此事，可无奈夜深联络不上对方。虽然一些细节不便告知二位，但我想明天天亮之后。之前听说爱丽丝是因为泰姆菲尔德的姓氏才会出现在督导调查团后，虽然不清楚具体发生了什么，但爱丽丝应该受了他们威胁吧。总之，灰烬美克完全没把他放。二位，既然蒙特夫小姐对你们赞誉有加，按照约定，我还需在魏飞地停留2周。
玲，关于……
既然是露西的朋友，我们就帮帮忙吧。虽然之前的见面有点尴尬，但主要是我们的问题。不知道二位的收费标准是按单计价，还是收取日？如果是委托金的事，还请二位不必有顾虑。我的以太动力学老师是以5分钟为单位。
没顾虑没顾虑。泰姆菲尔德小姐需要帮助，又是熟人的朋友，这个忙咱们肯定。您放心，咱们云盔山不仅有术法，调查寻物那也是样样精通。
潘师兄，你别擅自做决定啊！
这哪叫擅自做决定，这叫帮你把握机会。我跟你说呀，泰姆菲尔德家的家底不是一般人能比的。师爷他们放不放得起带薪假，下个月夫妇世界有没有肉吃，可全靠你们了。
师兄，你怎么还开始道德绑架了？
泰姆菲尔德小姐，今天你就住我们这儿吧，好好休息一晚上。明天吃了早饭，林师妹就跟你去调查。
二位真的同意接下委托吗？如果不愿与灰烬美克请来的人有瓜葛，也请不要勉强。泰姆菲尔德小姐多虑了，既然你需要帮助，我们当然乐意接下委托。非常感谢，那今天晚上就打扰了。
Oh, it's reset. Warm bed. Should we call it here for tonight? Still gotta take out trash in the morning. Yeah, bed. Just like that pirate from One Piece. Okay, GG's. We'll wrap everything up later on. I'll probably load back into this game afterwards. Man, my brain is cooked. Thanks everybody for being here. I had a really nice Thursday. Worked an easy shift and conked out. All right. Take it easy. I will see you probably tomorrow. I might stay up just a little bit more. I feel like as soon as I go off stream, I'm just gonna be re-energized. But I feel like the low energy of the content right now is just, I'm a little bit uninspired for the stream. So I'll just like sit and watch the story playthrough. But yeah, I think between now and end of tomorrow, I'll try to get the PS5 set up so we can play the Stellar Blade. Maybe do something not gacha, or if we do gacha, it'll be Horse Girl gacha. You know, something different, something less hoyoverse-y. All right, see you in a bit. Take it easy. GG's. No, I feel bad for YouTube VOD watchers. We had a Star Rail on the. We had Star Rail on the thumbnail. We didn't touch Star Rail at all. I did all my Star Rail on my phone. Okay, GG's. I'm out.